If you're interested in juicing but you're not really sure where to start, then let's get started out with some basics. I'm going to give you 5 of my top tips for juicing as a beginner. My tip number 1 would be to invest in a good juicer. You want a juicer that's going to leave you with lots of juice and really dry pulp. And as a little extra tip, if it looks sleek and modern on your countertop, then you're going to want to keep it out on your counter, and this is going to motivate you to juice even more. My tip number 2 is to get to know your fruit and veg. Produce that's in season is going to taste even more delicious when you juice it, and in addition, know what produce you can and cannot juice. For example, you shouldn't really juice cruciferous vegetables like cauliflower and broccoli, and things like avocado and bananas don't really contain much juice, so they might be better suited to smoothies. However, things like leafy greens paired with fruit and veg that have a high water content are going to give you lots of juice and concentrated nutrients as well. There's loads of great recipe combinations on the Frigga website, so make sure to check that out if you need some ideas. And speaking of recipes, my tip number 3 would be to start quite basic and build from there. Now, the reason I say this is because you need to start out finding out what you like, what tastes good together, and then you can start going crazy and adding in all sorts of flavour combinations. You don't want to start out too wild and put yourself off if it doesn't taste quite how you'd hoped. My tip number 4 is to prepare your fruit and veg properly, so make sure to wash them to remove any nasties, and also to peel your citrus fruit before juicing. My 5th and final tip would be to make sure to save any pulp from juicing. It would be a shame to waste all this amazing fibre, and what you can do is freeze it into ice cube trays and save these for your next smoothie. I hope these tips are helpful if you're just getting started out with juicing, and make sure to subscribe for more helpful tips and recipes.